The story of our planet is written in its weather. Every cloud, every gust of wind, and every drop of rain tells a chapter in the ongoing tale of Earth's transformation. For centuries, Europe's climate has shaped its rolling hills, bustling cities, and vibrant countrysides. The rhythm of the seasons has been the backdrop to history, culture, and daily life. But as we approach 2026, those familiar patterns are unraveling before our eyes. The climate that once seemed so dependable is now shifting in unexpected ways. Summers scorch with record-breaking heat, winters rage with fierce storms, and what once seemed stable now feels unpredictable and even dangerous. Heat waves and wildfires stretch from Lisbon to Berlin, leaving forests charred and communities on edge, while sudden downpours flood rivers and cities, disrupting lives and livelihoods. These aren't distant disasters. They're happening here, now, affecting families, businesses, and entire communities across the continent. The culprit is a warming world, where both oceans and air store more energy than ever before, fueling extreme weather events that are becoming more frequent and severe. The question is no longer if our weather will change, but how we'll adapt to what's already begun. Our resilience will be tested in ways we've never imagined. Scientists warn of a new and growing threat, the atmospheric river, a powerful force capable of reshaping Europe's future and challenging our preparedness. These rivers in the sky can unleash storms and floods on a scale we've rarely seen, overwhelming rivers, towns, and entire regions in a matter of hours. Understanding these phenomena is our first step toward resilience. Only by studying and preparing can we hope to protect our future. The weather is no longer a gentle neighbor, but a powerful force we must reckon with, one that demands our respect, our attention, and our action. Picture a river, not just any river, but one that winds its way through the countryside, shaping the land and nourishing life wherever it flows. Now, imagine that same river, not on land, but flowing high above us in the sky, invisible to the naked eye, yet just as powerful. These are atmospheric rivers, long, narrow bands of concentrated water vapor that stretch for thousands of kilometers across the atmosphere, often spanning entire continents. They act as massive conveyor belts, transporting vast amounts of moisture from the warm, humid tropics all the way toward the cooler poles, fueling weather systems along the way. When these rivers in the sky make landfall, it's like a fire hose turned on full blast, delivering torrents of rain or heavy snow in a short period, sometimes overwhelming the land below. In fact, a single atmospheric river can carry more water than the mighty Amazon River, making them some of the most significant weather phenomena on Earth. Under normal conditions, these events help end droughts, replenish reservoirs, and bring much-needed water to parched landscapes, supporting agriculture and communities. But as our climate warms, atmospheric rivers are becoming more intense and more frequent, bringing with them greater risks. A warmer atmosphere can hold more moisture, which means these once helpful rains can quickly turn into catastrophic floods, overwhelming rivers and cities alike. For Europe, with its long coastlines, densely populated cities, and mountainous regions, these supercharged storms now pose a growing and unpredictable threat. The risk is clear: widespread flooding and devastation that many communities are not yet prepared to face, making understanding atmospheric rivers more important than ever. Europe hasn't always been the epicenter for atmospheric river disasters, but as the Atlantic warms, these storms are shifting east, targeting Europe's densely populated coasts. Climate models suggest 2026 could see stronger atmospheric rivers hitting Ireland, the UK, Portugal, Spain, and France. Europe's mountains amplify the danger, forcing moist air upward, unleashing torrents of rain. Rivers like the Rhine and Rhone can swell far downstream, threatening major cities. Recent floods in Germany and Belgium have shown how vulnerable Europe is to extreme rain. As the climate warms, These events will only grow more frequent and severe. The threat is real, and it's coming closer. Europe must prepare for a new era of weather extremes. Imagine a major atmospheric river hitting a coastal city in 2026. The sky darkens as relentless rain pours down, transforming the familiar cityscape into something unrecognizable. The rain is unyielding. Streets quickly become canals, storm drains are overwhelmed, and daily life grinds to a halt. People wade through knee-deep water, struggling to reach safety as cars float by. Farmland is swallowed by mud, crops are drowned, and livestock are stranded on shrinking patches of dry ground, unable to escape the rising water. Food security is threatened as harvests are lost, supermarket shelves empty, and farmers face devastating losses that ripple through the food supply chain. Transportation collapses. Highways and railways are submerged, bridges battered by the current, and airports close as runways disappear beneath the flood. Communities are cut off, isolated by floodwaters, and the continent fragments into pockets of stranded people waiting for help. Floodwaters bring contamination. Sewage, chemicals, and debris mix together, leaving behind toxic mud that seeps into homes and businesses. Cleanup is slow, costly, and emotionally draining. Residents face the daunting task of rebuilding their lives, often with limited resources and support. Historic buildings and cultural heritage are at risk of irreparable damage, as centuries-old landmarks are battered by water and mud. The crisis tests not just infrastructure, but the resilience of economies and communities. Neighbors come together, supporting each other through the chaos. An atmospheric river is more than a storm. It's a multi-layered disaster, combining wind, rain, and destruction on a scale rarely seen. Recovery takes months, if not years. Rebuilding homes, restoring infrastructure, and healing communities is a long and difficult journey. The scars, both physical and emotional, can last a lifetime, shaping the memories and futures of those who lived through the flood. For families in flood zones, the threat is deeply personal. Belongings are moved upstairs, evacuation looms, and anxiety grows with every news update. The rain is a constant source of fear, and the trauma lingers long after the water recedes. Everyday life is upended. Supermarkets and pharmacies become unreachable. Schools close. Power fails. The elderly and vulnerable face the greatest risks, often trapped and in need of rescue. Returning home means confronting destruction, ruined furniture, warped floors, and the risk of illness from mold. Financial burdens mount, especially for the uninsured. Even those not directly flooded feel the impact. Commutes become ordeals, food prices rise, and communities mourn. Yet in crisis, solidarity emerges. Neighbors help neighbors, and community spirit shines. Resilience is forged in shared hardship. Our best defense is early warning. Satellites scan the skies, tracking water vapor and spotting atmospheric rivers days in advance. Weather balloons and research aircraft gather detailed data, refining forecasts. Supercomputers run complex models, predicting where and when storms will strike. Accurate forecasts mean timely warnings and better preparation. But predicting the exact path and intensity remains a challenge. Small shifts can mean the difference between safety and disaster. Scientists constantly improve models and gather more data to stay ahead of the storm. Their work is a race against time, saving lives and property. The battle against the storm is fought in labs and control rooms, as much as on the ground. Science is our silent shield. Knowing a storm is coming is only half the battle. Preparation is key. Governments must invest in flood defenses, update zoning laws, and restore natural floodplains. Infrastructure must be built or adapted to withstand new extremes. Communities need clear warning systems and designated evacuation centers. Neighbors must look out for the vulnerable, ensuring no one is left behind. Education empowers people to act. Knowing risks, preparing emergency kits, and having a family plan. When everyone is informed and ready, fear turns to resilience. Preparedness is a shared responsibility, from city halls to living rooms. Together, we can face the storm. Turning forecasts into action saves lives. Emergency services must be ready. Rescue boats, pumps, and teams pre-positioned in high-risk areas. Dams and reservoirs can be managed to absorb floodwaters, while crews clear drains to prevent local flooding. Families should secure valuables, move cars to higher ground, and keep documents safe and dry. Cities can invest in permeable pavements and green roofs to absorb rain, easing pressure on drains. Nature-based solutions, restoring wetlands and floodplains, work alongside engineering to protect communities. Every small action, multiplied across a city, makes a difference. By blending innovation and tradition, we build safer, more sustainable places to live. The threat of extreme weather is daunting, but not insurmountable. Our greatest strength lies in unity. Across nations, disciplines, and communities, science, engineering, and compassion must work hand in hand. Atmospheric rivers know no borders, and neither should our solutions. By sharing knowledge and resources, we build a collective shield. The future isn't written. Our actions today shape tomorrow's resilience. Every flood defense, every restored wetland, every emergency plan is a statement of hope. The changing weather is a call to adapt, not despair. Together, we can ensure future generations look to the skies with wonder, not fear. Our shared horizon can and must be a hopeful one.